And it's great to see the turnout. A lot of you were here all day. Some of you are just getting here. Everybody knows who I am. I'm Greg Knoll, and it's my honor to welcome you for this special day. And I've done a couple of things in advance. And one of the first things that I did was I looked up what does dedication or what does dedicated mean. We're going to dedicate our building today, and it's the definition of dedication is to strive for a goal or purpose. And I think that we have reached that. Our building being dedicated today means a lot to everyone in this room, and we're very proud that we can dedicate the training center to achieve the training that we need and continue to offer the safety training that we have strived for years. Some of you people have been included in this since day one. I'm looking at a lot of you that we talked earlier about the efforts that we put forth when we got KanPERC successfully passed and placed into law so that we could go places that we haven't been before. We fund all of our education programs with KanPERC. We've continued to expand our curriculum, and we will continue to do that because of this new building, because of our outdoor training facility, and because of especially of the hard work of all of you that have been involved in this building and with KanPERC since day one. It could not have been done without each of you. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to your support in the future. Certainly we do. And what I would like to do is, I'm going to give this time for everyone to come up here if you choose to do so. But we have a plaque that we're going to dedicate for the building. John, you want to come up? John was our KanPERC chairman when we started talking about this. Actually, that's probably not true. Don, you probably were when we started talking about this. Don Sutton. Yeah, Don was back in 04, 5, and 6 when we were talking about we want to get a building that we can hold all of our training in. And I can tell you that it was no small task. When Ray Collins started working for us here a couple years ago, 3 years ago as Director of Education, I got him on board with it. And Ray, how many properties did we look at over a 6-month period? 80. Over 80 places. And we finally found our home. But it didn't come without a lot of effort on everyone's part. I show people, and I showed some of you today, what this place used to look like. It's a lot different now than it was. And it's certainly better than it was, and we'll continue to get better also. So appreciate your efforts. What we've done is we'll hang this plaque at the entrance of our training center classroom, and it is a plaque that says Kansas Propane Education and Research Council Training Center dedicated March 6, 2013, and the KanPERC members that were on the KanPERC Council when it was decided, voted on, and pursued the property that we currently own. So I'm not going to name all the names, but we'll have it out for display. I'm going to present it to John. And John, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Thank you. I just want to say thanks to everybody that put this together, Brad and Joyce and Ed and Larry, and we've got a good KanPERC board, and I'm no longer on the KanPERC board now, but we disagreed a lot on this building. But because of all that disagreement, look what we ended up with, a building that we will possibly have paid off in a year. That's pretty amazing what we've done. So I just want to say thanks to everybody.
Thank you. Our current KanPERC chairman, Brad Thompson, would you like to share anything at this time? Come on up. I'll let you hold the mic yourself up there.
You're shaking as bad as me, okay? Y'all know how much I like to speak, all right, especially in front of a bunch of people. Of course, most of you, I think all of you I know. But I'm very proud of this facility, and John and Greg are right. I mean, I think back about when we started in foundation. Started with the foundation, gosh, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I don't know. long time ago. And it was really the beginning of something like this, you know, man. I think 4 out of the 5 of us was in there, 5 out of the 6 of us that did that were here today. So that kind of shows how much we stay in this business. I always tell everybody I'm too stupid to do anything else and not smart enough to get out. So, you know, I've enjoyed the propane business. It's been good to me, but mostly I enjoy working here because I am very proud of this facility. A lot of hard work. The properties we went through. Gosh, I don't know how many trips I come up here, and John, you and I, from a church to, oh my gosh, everything. We just really worked really hard to find this place, and through Greg's work, Ray's work, and all the other members here, and fire marshal's office, you know, their help, you know. Carl, it's good to see you today. You know, that's really a lot of hard work for a lot of good people here. So I'm just glad you're all here. That's really all
It's going to be open mic session. Don, did you want to get up here? Don Sutton almost never turns down an opportunity to talk, but Cody, Don, I jokingly referred to Cody and Don and a couple of others, Brad, as the godfathers of propane. Porth, I think Mark Porth is one of those. So, well, let's hear from the godfather of propane.
I'm not going to say a whole lot, but when I became president, we had an executive committee that had a vision. And actually that vision started a little bit before that with the Propane Foundation, which was started and created by 3 or 4 or 5 of us. And Lee Eisenhower begged us to be on that committee and to start that foundation. And when I became president, one of my goals, or our goals as an executive committee, was to get KanPERC passed through the legislature. And there are a lot of people in this room and a lot of people that aren't in this room, spent a lot of hours and a lot of time with legislators, working night and day. I'd hate to say how many miles I put on my car that year, traveling back and forth between Lee Summit and Topeka. But we finally got it done. And we struggled and we went through some hard times. And thanks to this man here, Greg Knoll, Brad Thompson, Chris McVeigh, several of you out there, and I'm not going to name them all, we have grown into this facility. And I think that you and your staff, Vicki, where are you? And Peggy, right? You've all done a great job. And this is a fantastic facility, and it's second to none in the country. And I've been to several. And I think you should be very proud of what you've done and accomplished.
Why don't you staff members come up and we'll introduce you. Come on up. Comfort in numbers. Ray? What? When I first, we were talking earlier, I remember when we started KanPERC, I was the founding chairman as a marketer, and we had no idea what we were going to get into. Don said some of the meetings started at 8 in the morning and went until after 5 in the evening, and we had a lot of work to do, and we did it. We now have productive meetings, and usually less than a couple hours, but we continue to strive to be professional and to get things done immediately, and don't drop the ball on any of those tasks that we're charged with. But without our staff, my job would be impossible. So, Ray Collins, Director of Education, would you like to speak on anything? No?
No, if I get started, you know.
Yeah.
We've got a short window here. So.
Ray took over as Director of Education when I took the Executive Director's position, and he's done a great job for us. Continues to improve that part of the business, and we're very thankful that we have him. Vicki Woodbury has been a PMAC employee for 23 years, and her title as Director of Membership Services includes everything from opening the door and opening packages to attending events like we do here today. So, Vicki, thank you for your dedication and your time that you've spent with us and all the hard work. Do you have anything you would like to share? Nope. That's not a surprise. And Peggy is the rookie of our crews. Peggy started working with us in 2007 and has been a part-time employee and works anytime we ask her to, and sometimes she has to work when she doesn't really want to. But we appreciate the efforts that she has done, especially with the foundation and with KanPERC. So without them, this wouldn't have happened either. And appreciate all their work and loyalty and dedication. So extend them your thanks as well. Thank you. Any other comments from anyone in the audience? Mr. Porth? Nope. Carl, you surely aren't going to turn down an opportunity, are you? All right. Don, Jim? Okay. We're going to have, the dedication was planned to last until 3:30. We got a little late start on it, so we're going to go ahead and conclude the dedication portion. We will hang the plaque up and you can look at it. One of the things that Brad and I talked about and decided is we don't want to spend a pile of money on a dedication plaque, and we didn't. We're going to put that money in the building and take care of that later. We may have a bigger plaque in the future, but certainly take a look at it. Reach out to those that are involved for their hours and hours of meeting time that they put in to be part of this group and certainly to be part of this successful building project that we've been involved in for quite some time. So thank you for being here today. Enjoy the refreshments and appreciate all of your support. Thank you.